a girl in high school. She was like, no, I don't want you. And then once she became a baby mama, he was a CEO, executive, and all that. And she like, hey, you remember me? He said, no, I don't want you. I be feeling like, respectfully, y'all is the grown-up versions of the niggas that got hurt in high school while we was out fucking the drug dealers. Let me tell you something. We were victims then making horrible decisions with grown-ass on us. Y'all gotta let that shit go.
What about the girls who had the older guys picking them up in high school?
I want you to pay attention when I say this. Now, in the video, she said, like, oh, you're better because when I was in high school, look at all fresh, pure, prim. I would have given you the time of day because you're a nerdy geek. Fast forward, you're like about in your 30s, you become successful. Yeah, I have run into a lot of bad boys, got knocked up a few times. I try to holler back at you, you reject me. But I was a victim. I made bad choices. You should not condemn me for my bad choices. You should just get over it. So basically, you want the same nerdy person to take care of you now when he wanted you before you make these bad choices. Well, to start off, I got to start with talking to all the young guys who are still in high school, the 18-year-olds, maybe 17-year-olds. I want you to please pay attention when I say this. And it's going to be hard. Trust me. If I'm talking to my 17, 18-year-old self, telling myself this, even I'm going like, what are you talking about? Here's reality. That cute girl you know in high school who you want so badly, can I tell you something? She's not. I repeat, she is not under any obligation to deal with you. She made her choice. It's hard. You could be the nicest guy in the world. You can have the best grades. People say you're over. She don't care. You see, she's in the here and now. Basically, she's in the here and now with these drug dealers, with these bad boys, these giga chads who maybe have money, who have these nice cars, nice homes, can fly them out. These girls are in the here. They're not thinking about what's going to happen to them in the next 5, 10 years. They're not thinking that. No. You, however, is. That's what you plan out to go to college, technical school, or this job that's been promised to you. And like say, you go any of these things like you go to college, study hard and all that to get the degree. You go to technical school, study hard to get the certificate. You go to a job, you study hard and work hard at that job, rise up the ranks to where, like say, you start like say 18 from high school, when you hit like say your 30s, you become successful, own a house, own a car, have a healthy enough 401k to where if you can retire in the next like say 10 to 50 years, you could do it, travel, whatever, great. The same way that cute 18-year-old girl from high school is not obligated to deal with you, that same 18-year-old girl who's going to be ran through like a track meet, like from the college years onward, trying to live her best hot girl summers for the next 10 years, and God forbid had like 1 or 2 kids from 1 or 2 different men, you're not under any obligation to deal with them. As one person in the comments once says here, quite simply, if you don't like me in my struggle, then don't like me after I'm successful. Are you familiar with the story of the little red hen? You know, you got all the farm animals who are watching the little red hen working to make the bread. And the little red hen keep asking, will help me make the bread? And all of them, one by one. I think it's the dog, pig. I think it's a dog, pig, horse, something like that. 1 to 3 farmers. Every time she asks, can you help me? Do you want to help me? They all say no. They want no part of it. Same thing with that cute high school girl. She want no part of you. She no part of that building process to build you up to the man you want to be. But isn't it kind of funny near the end of the story when she makes the bread, it's fresh, it's delicious? That's your success. Because you study hard in college and got the degree and got that great job. Or because you went to technical school, because you went to that technical school, got the certificate, got a good paid job, or because you want that job that they promised you, you work hard, you prove like you're a great worker, you rose up in ranks and become successful. The smell of success is about good as baked bread. And all of a sudden, that same female who had nothing to do with you as a geek, that geeky kid, all of a sudden try to holler back at you. The moment they say no, they're going to guilt you and shame you? That's a joke. There's another saying that goes like this. If you don't want to deal with me at my lowest, I don't need you when I'm at my highest. If you're with a female who's with you from day one of your journey to become successful, then you should be able to share in the fruit of the success with this woman who could be your wife, probably is your wife. But bottom line, I find it funny though. Like, if you have any stories, I mean, anybody, it goes for guys, it goes for ladies too. Like, I know there are women who I know from high school. They like start off like say, like I know a couple of women, they're a little cute in high school, and then and over the years, it's like, whoa, what happened here? They glowed up. They look gorgeous. And I know of some women who went from an ugly duckling stage. They wasn't all that. Then all of a sudden they grew up and like, they're like beauty contestants. They're beautiful. And I got bet you any money the guys who dissed them want nothing to do with them, or some are hitting up their DMs like crazy. You know? But bottom line, if you have any stories about anybody who, like, you know, when they're in high school, they reject you, want nothing to do with you, and the moment, like say, if you're a man, you become successful, and women hit you up and they try to guilt you, I want to hear about it. And ladies, if you start off, like, say, looking even like not all that, went for the ugly duckling stage, and then after high school, you glowed up looking gorgeous, and now the same guys try to hit you up, and you reject them, and they give you a hard time, I want to hear about that too. People are weird these days. But folks, let me know in the comments down below. I will hear your comments. I will hear your stories. Peace.